all along, my issue has been with the process, and I have voiced my opinions very loudly over the last week. You said you have some audited financials. I don't have those audited financials. This is, you know,
A point of clarification, we don't do an audit, we do a monitoring to make sure
Okay.
that all of the CDBG money has been spent according to the application and according to plan. Our project manager goes out, inspects the work, and we receive the bills. Before putting those bills in for payment, he goes out and inspects the work, fills out a report, and then I sign off on those requisition requests.
exactly.
It's not an
So-
audit, it's a monitoring.
So they have never produced audited results. This is year 3 of them receiving CDBG funding. Only the first year that they've actually produced financials. Now, I've gone through the CDBG process, and I know how difficult it was and how much the redevelopment office pushed back on me as someone, as someone trying to apply with a small nonprofit. Everything may not be to the point, but these guys received $100,000 the first year, $100,000 the second year, now $86,000, and basically without financials. I want the process to be fair, and I don't think the process is fair. Everybody needs to be held accountable. I still have a question as to who is on the board. I did look through the application. It listed I think 4 individuals, but I heard that 1 individual is not on the board, so I would like some clarification as to who is on their board. I know I was a former member of their board, so I do know that, the financials are a situation, and we are asking you all to take the same care in investigating and looking into this, and maybe into looking into this, last year really would have been a year for you guys to actually be responsible and actually reject the application. You can't just push forward. If you're going to do one thing to Neon, you can't just let another organization just go forth having done a lot of the same things. I'm not concerned about any type of being sued because I know it's true. I was on the board, and if you're on the board and you don't know it's true, then hey, then you were being lied to. That's just the fact of the matter. And the fact that that was never taken into account, that is the main reason I have a problem with it. It's not the kids that I have a problem with. I just want to see a fair process throughout the whole thing. There is space. It's city space, and anybody should be able to come in and use it if they want to come in and run a after-school program. So we need to be fair in what we do, and I don't think that we were fair in what we do. I do think that, this organization did receive favoritism. I do not think that we need to hold up all of the other CDBG funding, but the fact that no one is listening is a deep concern to me. Like I said, I don't have any concerns about anyone calling a lawyer on me because I know what I know, and the folks that are involved in the organization know that I know what I know. So it's not necessary for me to say anymore, but I do have some deep concerns about the process, and I think we should be fair going forward. And I think that other nonprofits that might be small and might not have all of their ducks in a row should also receive some type of courtesy or whatever that they don't receive. As a matter of fact, when they do apply, and there was a lot of courtesies offered to South Norwalk Community Center, and I do know. So I think we all need to think about that, and that is my real main issue with what's going on. And it's not about the kids. We love stuff. We love programs in South Norwalk, but I think we need to think about that.
Mr. Sims? And Ms.
Yes, Mayor. I just want to kind of echo what Councilwoman Bowman stated. Yes, we both were members of the South Norwalk Community Center, and there was questions raised regarding some of the processes and some of the things that were taking place there at the South Norwalk Community Center, and these are some of the concerns that I even brought to Mr. Pena's attention about misappropriation of fund, well, not misappropriation of funding, but illegal spending of monies, whereas, he had an aunt that was the executive director. She took out $25,000 out of the account. I brought her before the board and asked her, why would she do that? And she stated that she spent the money, to pay off her houses or buy a car or what have you. So, and I told her that was illegal, and that was in front of the entire board, okay? I advised Mr. Pena at the time that he needs to fire his aunt. It took him 3 months to get to fire. And that was my huge concern about funding the South Nard Community Center. She turned in all the credit cards to Mr. Pena. He was spending the monies at his leisure. He took the redevelopment out to downtown Nasono for dinner for basically as a reward for the CDBG, them being awarded the CDBG budget. Okay, that's illegal in itself. Okay, we went to the closing of the house in Hartford, the closing of the session. He paid for the gas. I gave him gas. So did Councilman Watts. He took out the South Nard credit card, paid for the gas with the South Nard Community credit card. Okay, so these are the type of things that I have an issue with. Okay, it's nothing about the kids. It's nothing about anyone else. It's nothing about the programs. It's about the process and the things that were taking place as board members that we watch see. Okay, and as a friend, as a former friend of his, I gave him the opportunity to address it. He refused to address it. So that's why I'm taking such a hard line on these issues. It's not that I'm being vindictive, but I don't think we should fund programs where you have individuals at that bit. And basically, he's just the chairman of the board, but he operates in the capacity as the executive, the president, and the chairman of the board. It's a nonprofit organization. It's illegal what he's doing. And that's my concern. I've raised this issue to you guys on several occasions. Okay, no one wanted to address it. No one wanted to look into it. No one wanted to hear anything that we had to say about this. Okay, and this is time that something needs to be done. Okay, I think there should be an investigation on this organization. In fact, this gentleman actually even opened up another bank account in the name for the South Nard Community Center. Okay, what chairman of a board has authority to do something like that? I don't think it's right. The process is wrong, and to support this organization and giving them funding for programs, I can't see it and I can't do it until things change in the leadership role. Thank you.
Ms. Stewart.
Well, I feel the same way my constituents feel. I'm not going to be long-winded because they probably covered everything that I was thinking of saying. And I feel like the public has been misled into thinking that we don't care about the after-school program. When Superintendent Rivera was here, I made sure I spoke to him at length about this program, and I know it can be a great program. What I don't appreciate is the sneaky, underhanded way that a lot of things were done. I don't agree with the backdoor process, and it should have been an honest process. And like I said before on numerous occasions and at many meetings, we have got to stop the backdoor stuff. And we have to be honest, and when we asked for the paperwork, we didn't get it. There were so many unanswered questions, but it has nothing to do with the fact that I'm not a stickler for education, because that's wrong. That's all I'm going to say right now.